Howdy folks, welcome back to another episode of Random Acts of Violence. I'm in the T-30 this time, turreted American Tier 9 tank destroyer. It's on the Arctic map. I'm in a platoon with Ike and Quickie Baby. Ike in his trusty E75, Quickie Baby also in the T-30. I do like the T-30, but it can be a very frustrating machine to drive, as is true of a lot of these machines with big derpy guns, that sometimes it's as if they couldn't hit the side of a barn from the inside. And yet in other games, every shot just goes exactly where you aimed it and scores an above average damage roll. And it's fantastic when they do, but they don't always perform like that. So you have to be able to take the rough with the smooth when you're driving this machine. But when it does work, it is glorious. My ace tanker badge in the T-30 was over 8,000 damage done. This machine, when it works, is amazing. Right, we're going to switch to Quickie Baby's perspective, just to see what happens to that Foch. Quickie Baby's already gone below and around. So we've got two very dangerous Tier 9 tank destroyers facing off against each other here. Quickie Baby is all about the derp and the upfront alpha damage. The Foch has got the frontal armour and a relatively rapid firing, high penetration, high DPM gun. Quickie Baby side scraping. Foch shoots into his tracks. Quickie Baby doesn't miss. From that sort of range, even the gun on the T-30 is practically guaranteed to behave itself. Foch fires again. This time he actually penetrates. The side armour on the T-30 is absolutely terrible. Side scraping is very risky in it. And Quickie Baby definitely. You only get two chances at that sort of range against the T-30, especially when somebody like Quickie Baby's driving it. But oh, hello. He's not alone. He's brought another little friend with him. Is he going to be foolish enough to poke? Oh, well. Quickie Baby's still reloading. He took his shot and he missed it. But he's loaded now. So, let's go and see how me and Ike have been getting along while Quickie Baby's been amusing himself down here. So it's myself and Ike, this STI and a YAG Tiger. Now the STI isn't fully upgraded, he only has the BL9 gun from the IS-3. There's a YAG Tiger, and there's the Lorraine, who eats one right on the money damage roll, 750 damage from one T-30, thinks, screw that, I'm getting out of here, goes low, and he's about to run into Quickie Baby's T-30 as well. Not having a very good day. And speaking of people who aren't having a very good day, just look at what's about to unload into this enemy YAG Tiger. Ike puts one into him, bounces his return shot. I reload. Put another one into him. Back up. And our YAG Tiger finishes him off. Quickie Baby's just nailed the Foch. We spot a Waffenträger Panzer IV in the rocks at the back there. And I don't really have a very good shot at him. My lower glacis is covered up by that dead YAG Tiger, but that's not a very good shot. And then, oh, let me prototype. No problem, I'll shoot him instead. Bounce a couple of shots. I'm going to advance and use this YAG Tiger as cover. He died in a good spot for us, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. And hello. Oh, no, he died. Damn it. Okay. Now that Waffenträger 4 doesn't actually do an awful lot of damage throughout the course of this game, but just by virtue of him being in that position, he causes us all kinds of problems. This is basically where our entire attack grinds to a halt. We've done really well up till now, but because that Waffenträger 4 is over there, anybody who breaks cover from around the corner of this mountain, he's going to spot them. And they've got two T-30s and an E-50 parked up over to the right, around the corner, at around about 200 to 300 meters away, that are going to be ready to put flanking fire in on anybody that tries to advance on the Waffenträger. So Quickie Baby and Ike have gone wide, and they're trying to put some flanking fire in on the guys who are holding us off that corner, but that Waffenträger 4 is the one that needs to die. He's the one who's holding up the entire advance. Somebody's going to have to, well, man up and do something about it. And that somebody is Quickie Baby. Now, this match was played when the changes to the southern end of Arctic were still quite new, and I must admit, if I'd been in this position, I would have probably tried this as well. Because it does look like you can possibly drive a T-30 around there, staying below the Waffenträger's gun, and get up around his flank. Well, it turns out you can't. And, you know, while you're all laughing at Quickie Baby's misfortune here, I have to claim partial responsibility, because I was actually at the time saying, do you think you can get around the flank? maybe, you know, go around to the left. You know, I'll give it a try. Oops. Credit where credit's due. He refuses to give up. He keeps trying to get out of there, and for a minute, it almost looks as if he might be able to make it. But once you're stuck down there, you ain't getting out in a hurry. Not in a T30 anyway. Here he goes. Oh, is he going to make it? No. It was just lucky for me, and for this video, that I wasn't the one down on this left flank. Otherwise, I would have been the T30 that tried to do that, and you'd be watching me coming to a sticky end, rather than Quickie Baby. None of which, of course, does us any good in getting that bloody Waffenträger killed. So, trying to be Mr. Smarty Pants didn't work. We're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, and just overpower him with force of numbers, and try to get into the cover of the rock that he is using, before his friends over there on the right flank do too much damage to us. So we're going to have to go over the top. No guts, no glory. I fire on the move. I actually hit the Waffenträger 4. Ike stops, aims, finishes him off, gets killed by the T30. I bounce one shot from an enemy Type 61, then bounce another shot from the enemy Type 61, make it into cover unhurt. Made it safe. I don't have a shot at the Waffenträger, but our team finishes him off anyway. Move up. Can I use the Waffenträger 4 as cover? Yes, I can, but I can't shoot because his gun barrel's in the way. Alright, advance up to the next set of rocks. There's a Type 61, a T30, and a Jagdtiger remaining. Type 61's managed to bounce 2 shots off me. There he is. I'm not stopping in the open to aim at him. Well, there's a T30 probably pointing his gun in this direction. I'll fire on the move, though. Yeah, didn't really stand much of a chance of hitting, but hey, you never know. There's the T30. Whoa, rocks take the hit. Okay, in cover. Wait for the reload. Wait for the reload. Is the T30 going to be waiting for the reload? Can I... I'll beat his reload and his aiming time if he is. But no, he's not that stupid. He's moving up. They've just lost the Type 61. The Jagdtiger is getting overrun. Wait for it. Wait for it. Fully aim. Don't mess it up. Boom. Headshot. Closely followed by a heavily outnumbered enemy Jagdtiger. So, pleasant little game. First class badge, 70,000 credits, 4,500 damage done, over 1,000 damage blocked by armour, and almost 2,000 spotting damage. But the amusing thing is that, despite a comedy death halfway through the game, Quickie Baby was still third on damage done. World of Tanks, you so silly. The next clip, and it is just a clip, not a full replay, is just showcasing the situation I found myself in a while back in the AT-15. This is obviously the old Muravanka. The Magic Forest still exists, before it was changed in patch 9.3. I'm in the AT-15, one of my favourite tank destroyers. Pointhead Jedi in his T-34, we're practically alone here, holding off, pretty much abandoned by our team, holding off the enemy Tier 9 heavy tanks. Look at the rate of fire and the sheer damage output if you can keep this gun firing of the AT-15 tank destroyer. That 20-pounder gun is absolutely lethal in the right circumstances, and these are the right circumstances. Clean target to shoot at, he has no idea where I am. Quickly as that, Tier 9 heavy tank, dead. Now, watch this E75. Well, you can't watch the E75 because he's disappeared. He's no longer being spotted. Now, if you guessed that the E75, which I cannot see, is still sitting in exactly the same position and taking hit after hit after hit and dying to a cloaked AT-15, then congratulations, give yourselves a cookie and a pat on the back. You just won World of Tanks. Guys. If you're in a position like that where a light tank has just spotted you, and then the light tank dies, and then you suddenly start taking fire from an unknown direction, I don't know, maybe move? It's not rocket science, is it? I mean, this isn't hard. We're not talking advanced tank tactics here. Just think about what you're doing. Or, you know, if it's me shooting at you, then by all means, stay where you are. I don't care. You know, in some ways I miss the old Muravanka, because I wouldn't be able to do this on the new Muravanka, but in many other ways I'm really glad they've changed it, because people can't do this on the new Muravanka. Final replay. I'm in the STA-1. Japanese Tier 8 medium tank, and platooned up once again with Ike and Quickie Baby. Quickie Baby and his Pershing. It's another good... there aren't many of the Tier 8 medium tanks that I don't like. I don't much like the Panther 2, which is what Ike is driving. But the STA one? Yeah. It's kind of like the Pershing, but with a better gun. Well, it doesn't have the bouncy gun mantlet that the Pershing does, so I suppose that's the trade-off. But I really do like this tank. It's got no armour, of course, but very manoeuvrable. Quite a bit of grunt in the engine. The 90mm gun is not bad at all. And with the upgraded turret, it gets something like 10 degrees of gun depression. It's not a bad tank. I have a lot of fun driving this thing. And I'm really looking forward to the Type 61 as well, at Tier 9, which, as far as I can tell, seems to be a Japanese Centurion, with a couple of differences. It's faster, which is great news for, those of us who love our Centurions. We do acknowledge that they're great tanks, but they're not very fast. Of course, the trade-off is it doesn't get the bouncy turret front and gun mantlet that the Centurion does, but yeah, I'm prepared to put up with that. It's still going to have good gun depression. It's got a functionally equivalent 105mm gun. Looking forward to the Type 61. Now, a lot of you have made the comment in the past, when you're watching these random acts of violence videos, that how come whenever we see one of these videos where you're actually playing the tank, the guys in your platoon aren't doing very well, and Quickie Baby is just about to get focused down big time by the enemy team here. He's up there in his Pershing, he's in trouble, he's shouting for help. I'm coming over to try to help him. It's too little and it's too late. You see, the thing is, what you're not seeing in these videos is the 9 games out of 10 where Quickie Baby or Circumflexes, or Foch, depending on who I'm platooned with, just absolutely dominates and wrecks the enemy team, pretty much without any help from me. What you're seeing is the 1 game out of 10 where my platoon mates have a bad game, which gives me the opportunity to actually, get in there and hopefully not screw it up and get some damage done myself. This was one of those games. It doesn't happen very often, and even when it does happen, sometimes I screw it up, and we all have a bad game. But when I don't screw it up, and there isn't a massive super unicorn on my team hoovering up all the damage and killing all the tanks, I'd actually get the opportunity to do something good. So, Quickie Baby's gone for an early bath. I haven't actually done a massive amount yet. I've only actually fired 1 shot that's done any damage. In fact, I may have only actually fired 1 shot. It's down to me and Ike to not screw it up. That's all we've got to do. Just don't do anything stupid. And we've got a decent chance of winning this. There was an AT7 down there. I actually hit him earlier. There he is. I thought the T28 prototype's going in for the kill. Yep, T28 prototype got him. Now, pretty sure I don't have 6th sense on this tank, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get spotted there. And I really, really don't want to get hit by artillery in this machine. There are 3 artillery in this game, and the STA-1 has no armour. And nobody seems to want to move forward, and somebody's going to have to do it. Oh, and now I've been spotted, and that's a Jagdtiger 88, and I can't hang around here, and I certainly don't want to drive out in front of him, but if I sit around here, I'm going to get hammered by artillery, so I'm going to go around and try to get behind him. Ike is going to back me up from the other side. Around I come, and then, oh crap, there's a T-44 as well. I can't hang around here, artillery is going to hit me. If I move forward, the T-44 is going to hit me, but I'd rather get hit by the T-44 than the artillery, so I jam myself up against the Jagdtiger 88. He is not a threat, and I have to take the hits from the T-44. I'm now stuck in DPM battle with this T-44, both of us just trading shots against each other, and Ike sees the problem. And he comes around, look at this hero, lands a big old hit into the T-44. The odds are now firmly in my favour. Takes a couple of hits from the Jagdtiger 88 doing it, but we've got to nail this T-44, and then between the two of us we can work on the Jagdtiger 88. We've got him, right. My turret is not turning very quickly. There we go. Took his tracks off. Come on, Ike. That's it. There we go. I'll keep him tracked. You finish him off. And we got him. Made the most of a pretty bad situation, but I will guarantee you artillery has been repositioning for it. There it is. Saw it coming a mile away. Managed to get out of there just in the nick of time, but now I think I'm on even less health than Ike, and Ike took a battering from that Jagdtiger 88 trying to save me from the T-44. Right, frantic little bit of evasive driving later, and I think I'm pretty safe from artillery now. I'm going to finish this Tiger off. Well, at least I'm going to try. I don't have much of a shot at him. Just a narrow gap between those two buildings. Nope, he's gone. Okay. Oh, crap. Panther 2, Panther 2, Panther 2. In cover, in cover, in cover. He wasn't pointing his gun at me. That was nasty. Do I have a shot? Only just. Yep, got him. I'm going to I've got 5 rounds of high explosive anti-tank 90mm ammo on this thing. I'm going to load this for the Panther 2. I need to make sure he dies. But again, don't know if I've been spotted or not. Don't have sixth sense. So rather than take any chances, actually screw it. I'm not going to use the high explosive anti-tank. Back to normal armor piercing. Move position. Artillery's got to be looking at me and I can thinking, nom 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 nom. Low health, tier 8 mediums. Yes, please. Need to kill that Panther 2. Oh, Tiger 2 in the open, middle of the field. Don't have a shot at the Panther. I'll risk a shot at the Tiger 2. Good stuff. And then get back. If you don't have sixth sense in a medium tank like this, just assume that you have been spotted. And move accordingly. Gun depression is good on this thing, but it's not quite good enough to be coming up a slope and trying to aim down the other side of the Tiger 2 like that. Oh, there we go. Much better shot at his side. Pretty sure that hit him. And I take a chance sitting around here, hoping that I haven't been spotted. But then my spider sense starts tingling. Let's get the hell out of there. No, Ollie didn't take the shot. There we go. Now this is good. Ike finishes him off. Move, 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 move. There. Nice try, Artie. Nice try, but not today. Now, we've got a choice at this point. Myself and Ike are both in medium tanks that are fast enough to give us the option, if we choose, of heading back and defending the base. Or we can stay down here, load some high explosive, and go hunting for artillery. Yeah, that's no choice whatsoever, is it? We're going artillery hunting. And apart from anything else, I mean, the enemy team can look at the map just as well as I can. The scores are even, 10-10. We've got tanks threatening their flag. They've got tanks threatening our flag. If I was to head back at this point, there's a good chance I'd run into enemy tanks coming back to defend their base, and I only have 97 health, so I'm going for the artillery. Oh, there's one. He's taking a hit. And he's gone. There's only 2 of them left. They also have a Rheinmetall Borsig. And the high explosive ammo should, in theory, be good for either the artillery or the Rheinmetall Borsig. I poke the ridge, don't see anything, assume that I've been spotted, keep moving. There's no fire coming in. There's Ike. There's the Borsig. Right, high explosive loaded. That tank destroyer has 10mm of side armour. And this is why I rarely bother loading high explosive for artillery or thinly armoured tank destroyers anymore. Because of that. 10mm of side armour, 90mm high explosive shell. The performance of HE is just so inconsistent. You're better off just firing armour piercing. At least you know you're going to do a good amount of damage. Well, anyway, he's dead. No thanks to me. Now it's just the 2 artillery. And I'm not going to drive... I mean, they know that I'm down here somewhere, but I'm not going to tell them exactly where I am by driving through the cap circle and starting the cap counter going off. And oh, there's the Crusader SP. And I'm firing armor piercing because I just want to be able to do some damage. And sure, if I'd loaded high explosive, perhaps I would have just one-shotted him and gotten a kill. But I might have just done 80 damage. It's just not worth the risk. Well, there's just the GW Panther left. I don't know exactly where he is. He's up there behind the windmill. And I'm talking to Ike on TeamSpeak, and he's saying, "Are you sure?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm sure." He says, "You're positive?" I says, "By all means, go first and find out." And so he does. And there he is. And Ike gets shotgunned. But now I've got to beat this guy's reload. And I'm doing it again. I've loaded the high explosive. I haven't learnt my lesson. But can I get over there in time and beat this guy's reload and I have taken some time getting up here, and he is ready for me. And the high explosive fails to kill him. Oh, shit. Can I get another one in? Yes, I can. Thank God for that. Yes, an artillery kill. You see, good things do come to those that let Panther 2s go first. So, high caliber, first class and Confederate, proving once again, as if any doubt remained, that the only time I can do well in a game of World of Tanks is when everybody who's better than me has already died, and when I force feed teammates to artillery lying in wait to shotgun them. Sorry, Ike, but hey, somebody had to go first and it wasn't going to be me. As always, folks, hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.